that's it right there.
Good evening, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Just Having Conversation. I am your host, Kinda Bell, also known as Kinda Bell Sproul, the other half of Sacred Opportunities, which is a coaching system that I work alongside my husband in. I'm also known as the Joy Factor Mama, and that is the feminine wing where we focus on women learning how to create more joy by becoming ethically selfish. And if you want to learn more about what I do, what we do, make sure that if you are not following me, make sure that you do follow me. So, first of all, for anyone that does not know, I normally have locks. And I had a hair coloring emergency that I did. And my lovely goddaughter helped to fix my hair. And it's cornrowed right now. And I'll probably let it out tomorrow. So tonight we have a really good show tonight. I want to talk about a couple of things. I found a couple of news articles that I thought were interesting that I saw floating around on the internet. And I also want to talk about hot topics, which is, of course, Cowboy Carter. Like, everyone is saying something about it. Everyone's saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to share my thoughts on it. And yeah, of course, P. Diddy, that's like the hot news. Everyone's talking about that as well. And I wanted to touch upon Candace Owens, because I saw this really funny meme with her and Gabrielle Union, because I said, damn, they do look alike. That's really interesting. But more importantly, she was on the Breakfast Club. I believe it was last week before last, and I'm wondering, is she trying to come back to the cookout again? I'm just saying, she might. Because what's interesting is a lot of the things that she says, I find that a lot of, my glasses are so dirty, a lot of Black people especially kind of agree with her. And I think it's a provocative question to consider, that maybe we as a people need to change parties, or better yet, create our own party. So I'm going to talk about that. But anything that I talk about in terms of news or social trends, I'm going to try to find a spiritual angle to it. I'm going to try to pull in the lesson, because I believe that anything that's happening is really a reflection of us and the collective, no matter what it is. And I'm going to touch on these subjects, and then I'm going to allow you guys to join the conversation, because while I love to talk, I also love to have a conversation. And conversations it takes two people. So I'm going to do a couple of tags, and then I'm going to let everybody know, because I want you guys, and for anyone that is watching, can you comment if you can hear me, if the video is cool, all of that. Let me know. And where are you watching from? Are you What state are you in? Are you watching me on Facebook? Are you watching me on YouTube? Because I do have a YouTube channel as well that I would love to build my followers up on, because that's one of my interests. I love commentating and talking about and sharing about things. I see 2 people are watching. Where are you guys watching from? Give me some comments. So I'm going to be on here for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Make sure that if you can't hang out, please share. That's like one of the greatest ways to support a content creator. Just share it. Just share it one time, or tag a friend in it. If I say something that you think is cool and interesting, share with a friend. So I'm going to start loading up my stories. And I'm going to start off like really slow, and then we're going to get to the meat of the matter, because that Candace Owens thing was really hilarious to me, but I think it's some seriousness behind it. Of course, Diddy. Why haven't they arrested him yet? You have to, and this is where a lot of people are saying they're trying to Bill Cosby him. And I mean, that could be possible, but I don't think that's exactly it. It's a similar path, but it's a totally different vehicle. You understand what I'm saying? Same path, same roadway, but it's a different vehicle. Different vehicle. So I'm going to present my stuff up here. I'm still getting my things. Hey, Yoni, what's up, mama? ATL in the house. ATL in the house. And guys, I'm going to touch on each subject, and then of course you guys can join the conversation, which means that I'm going to drop a link, and then you could hop on and share your points, or a certain perspective that you have. Even though I'm the host, like, to be honest with you guys, let me just warm it up a little bit. To be honest with you guys, I realized, or I accepted, that I think I wanted to be like a talk show host. I think I wanted to do that. That's what I wanted to do. And I kind of forgot about it, but not really. Meaning that I always saw it as something that I wanted to do, but I wouldn't really be able to do. Because number one, for people that don't know me, my stuttering. I used to stutter really bad. That's for one. And then I just kind of, after that, didn't think I had the right look, the right connections, blah, 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 education, all those different if, ands, and buts, and shoulda, couldas, and maybe I should have, but oh wells. But what's so beautiful about the times that we are in is that people can truly be whoever they want to be. I keep telling people that there are no more stars. The stars are falling. The stars are falling. The stars are falling. And it's the rise of the influencers, which is really what stars are. But the difference is that now more people really want to see people share thoughts and commentary that look and sound like them. This is the opportunity for us to be able to be seen and heard. And I think it's a powerful time for a lot of us. So why not I take advantage of it? Why not I try to do it? And I've done it in different incarnations of myself over the years, beginning with Blog Talk, hosting events, and all those different things like that. But this eclipse season is really making me be like, who am I? You know, it's all up in Aries, and Aries is about the I am, the I. Who am I? The individual. And so, and tomorrow, oh, how could I forget tomorrow? I'm having Lloyd Strayhorn, master astronumerologist, Lloyd Strayhorn, who is a veteran and an expertise in the game, right? So you guys need to, hey, Deltra. So you guys need to make sure, if you're not following me, make sure that you follow me. If you're, whether it's on Facebook or it is on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, because I have other powerful content on my YouTube channel that I'm building up every day. But tomorrow I'm having Lloyd Strayhorn. And for anyone that's in the Baltimore area or in the DMV, he will be here doing a live lecture on hidden knowledge. He reveals the hidden knowledge of the African roots of numerology. So that's going to be an awesome power-packed lecture. And as well as if you're not in the DMV area, you can also view it via live stream. If you're interested, you can go to my page. I think I have it on my page. If I don't, inbox me and I'll send you the information for you to get tickets, right? Okay. Oh, one more thing, guys, and then I will be ready. Just making sure that I have notified everybody. Okay. For some reason, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why they created an event, but I didn't even have access to invite people to. I didn't even know it had done that. So my apologies, guys. I'm trying to make sure that I'm it's not confusing for people. That's weird. So anyway, we are definitely in eclipse season. And again, it's not necessarily a bad thing with revealing, and it's only a bad thing if you're not ready to grow. That's what I'm seeing. It's only a weird thing or a scary thing if you're not ready to try something different, to try to have a different experience, right? So guys, again, for anyone that is just joining me, please make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you share and comment. We're about to get started. Okay, I think I did everything I was supposed to do. I'm still getting the technology together, so bear with me. My laptop is acting really strange, but we are in Mercury retrograde. Even though Mercury retrograde is not necessarily technology, but technology is mainly the first line of defense. All right. Thanks. Okay. All right. I'm trying to do it like I see. Oh, shucks. I did it again. I always do this. Thanks for hanging in here with me, guys. If you are washing dishes or got some work to do, get ready to get in the shower, take me with you. Just listen. Just listen. All right. Here we go. Okay. So now this is not anything. Now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to start with the slow stuff and then we're going to build up. So tell your friends, I need you guys to send me hearts, send me likes, make comments, and share this so that it can get in the algorithm. If you guys are talking in the chat, tag a friend. Or just do @followers, @highlights. I don't care, but you probably are scared because you want your friends to be mad at you or whatever. But once this show starts moving, they're going to be like, damn, why didn't you tell me about this show? Why didn't you tell me about this? I'll tell you. So anyway, back to what I was sharing. So this is one of the things that I saw that I thought was very interesting. Although a private browsing mode known as incognito in Google's widely used Chrome browser has been available for nearly a decade, a legal settlement, this instance is too strong. I done did it to myself. A legal settlement involving the way it works has cast new attention on this commonly available setting. So basically, when you think you're being incognito so you can get discounts so that the cookie monster cannot find you, it's all fake, which I've always thought anyway. That's why especially when people were pushing that what is it? DuckDuckGo. I did not believe it. I didn't trust it. I don't believe that anything is like completely, you can't go back and find it. So you might be due some money. And I'm going to share this with you guys, the little video. I want you guys to know, how many of you have used the incognito?
Google is getting ready to clear its cache, so to speak. It is destroying billions of records to settle a lawsuit over its Chrome browser's privacy mode, which isn't as private as many users thought. Maybe you. Marianne is back. She is not going incognito. She is fully Marianne to take us through the details.
I am here. I am not hiding. And yes, a lot of information that might be surprising to those who browse in those private modes or even incognito modes, because Google agreeing to destroy those billions of records as part of this class action lawsuit that alleged that the company was secretly tracking the user information of those who are browsing in these private and
tracking and selling. Tracking and selling. I mean, I just paused it there because number one, I don't want to get in trouble. But tracking and selling. I hope that you guys understand that it's not just the tracking part that we need to be concerned about, but it's also the selling. It's how we're thinking of something, and people have been saying this, or we speak something, we're talking about getting a new car, and then all of a sudden you start seeing ads for Toyota Camrys, for Teslas, for that. They're listening to you, but they're also tracking you. Nothing is secret. Nothing is secret. I just wanted to share that. Let's continue.
Incognito mode browsers, something like what you're looking at right there. Now, it also alleged that Google's analytics, cookies, as well as apps were secretly watching and sharing information about not only what they were looking at, but also user friend information, shopping information, and then, of course, potentially embarrassing information about what these users were looking at while incognito or in private mode. Now, this class action lawsuit began in 2020 involving internet users who were browsing privately or using incognito mode since 2016. Now, the terms of this settlement were filed in a California court on Monday, and part of the settlement means that Google has to update its disclosures about what it collects while those are browsing privately. It also allows incognito users to block third-party cookies for 5 years. Now, as for any damages, no one is getting into.
So I can agree to block cookies for 5 years. How do I know they're going to actually be blocked? I don't believe you anymore. Like, okay. You got me. All right, look. You can choose to block me from watching you for 5 years. But how do I know? Because you just told me that you weren't watching me, you weren't paying me in type of mind before. So what's to say that you may not tell me that you're watching, you may not actively watch me, but you may have record of everything. So if a government agency, if a private investigation company or something like that can finagle you to show something of a certain date and time that I thought was hidden or private, what do y'all think about that? I mean, me personally, I never think that the search is like, no one's not watching or there's not like a record. But that's just for us to be mindful that nothing is private. Nothing. I'm not shocked or surprised. But anyway, I'm going to finish this out and then we'll go to the next story.
Individual damages here, but individual users could launch their own lawsuits if they so desire. But a lawyer for the plaintiff here said that this is historic, Heather, as far as getting accountability and honesty from big tech companies like Google.
Marianne, thank you very much. Something we'll be watching today.
So I'm just sharing that to let y'all know that when y'all typing up and looking for certain things, it's not sacred, it's not hidden. It's no such thing as incognito. Nothing. Not. Right? So now I saw this one floating on Facebook and I thought it was funny and very cute. So let me see, where is it? I thought that this was very funny. So this woman said she couldn't believe it when she realized how much she won. So the woman quits her job after winning $90,000 on lottery scratch-off. Right now, so I saw a lot of people was judging this lady. They were like, who would do that? Why, man, I'm not quitting my job for not $90,000. She must not be used enough. It was all these different angles about it. But let me read you guys what the story, basically says. And so answer me in the comments. If you want to scratch off for $90,000, would you quit your job? Right? Think about it. And I'm going to read the story. So this is the story. And I got this again from WBALTV.com. And it says, what would you do if you won the lottery? Would you take a nice trip, pay off bills, quit your job? Well, a Kentucky woman who recently won did the latter. Kentucky lottery officials said that Rashawn Tolliver of Hopkinsville won $90,000 on a scratch-off. Tolliver was at home when she was scratching her ticket. It was her screams that alerted her boyfriend and son in the other room. And she says, I screamed. I have never hollered that loud before, she said. Her boyfriend and son weren't sure what was happening, asking her if she was okay. So she says, 1 minute, it's like just breathing, just breath. The next minute, I'm like, stop laughing. I can hear the scream over and over again in my head, she said. She drove to the Kentucky Lottery headquarters on March 4th to collect a check for $64,800. Now, I guess that's like after taxes and fees. Tolliver told lottery officials she had wanted to quit her job, and this win allowed her to do so. And her quote was, I was unhappy with my job, and God made a way. Tolliver said, I felt bad leaving, but I'm relieved to be able to quit my job. Skyline Fuel in Hopkinsville will receive a $900 check for selling the winning ticket. Now, that's like standard. Most places, when someone hits for a large amount, I think they give them 10% or something like that. But so if you were working a job that you did not like, would you quit it if you hit a scratch off for $90,000? Answer me. I would really like to know, because at first you would say, nah, heck no, that ain't enough money. It had to be at least $1 million. It had to be at least this, that, and the third. And that's a logical way. That's a protective way. But what if this lady is not that, she's not used to having nothing? Maybe it's not that, maybe she must have been dirt poor or whatever. Maybe she has a business idea that she really wants to take off the ground, and all she needed was about 50 grand to get her a food truck or supplies. If you had a dream or a business that you were working on while you were working, a job that you did not like, that was not what you wanted to do, and you kept saying, God, if I could just get $50,000 so that I could buy supplies to make all the jewelry I want. If I could just get $50,000 so that I can buy me a bunch of clothes wholesale and get me a booth at the flea market and just start selling my clothes. If I could have $50,000, and I believe in myself and my dream so much that I'm going to make this work with no distractions. That's how I want to think about it. That's what I think about it. So you guys write these notes down about different different stories that I'm sharing, because I'm going to invite you guys to join me live, and I'm going over different topics. Again, guys, comment, leave me some comments and let me know. Would you? I saw one person said she did what she wanted to do. Yeah, she did what she wanted to do, but I think that a lot of people responded from a scarcity mindset, while accusing her of having scarcity, of not knowing her value, of not knowing that that's not enough money. And that's what I think is really powerful out of it. What did it say? LaShawn, hell yeah, based on what she said, but not without having a plan to convert my winnings. Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, of course, let's hope and pray that she's not just going to I'm just going to chill, and then this money just going to last for whenever, and then I'll figure it out later. But maybe she needs to quit her job and have the security of having that much money in the bank to open up her mind to be creative. Because if she's living in Kentucky, I'm not sure where she lives. I'm not sure about Hopkinsville, how big that town is, how much rent costs, but probably $64,000 is probably a lot of money that could take care of her rent, possibly for 6 months. I'm just saying, because I was like, I know I've been at jobs where I was like, oh my God, I cannot, oh my God. I was so miserable. And I would be praying if I could just get this amount of money. So I hope that she takes that money and invests it wisely, or she has a business that she wants to invest in, or she finds one. I'm having faith in her. I'm not necessarily thinking that she's just don't know her worth. I mean, I just really thought it was really funny the way people were trying to put her down, when it's actually she's showing faith to me and optimism. We can speculate if she's smart or not and all these different things, but I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to say that she knows what she wants to do. And, hey, that might have been the difference in between her starting a business to set her family up for prosperity, or resigning to surviving and just being happy that she had some money to pay off some bills. Just saying. But anybody, let's see what you say, LaShawn. The seed was already planted based on her comment. Exactly. I mean, like, to me, that's some bold faith. I'm gonna quit my job. 64. That might be what she makes in a year. So she might be, well, shoot, if I survived off of $64,000 for a year, what can I do with this in 6 months or a year in a lump sum? Yeah, she might get a car, maybe get some new furniture, but I feel like she's going to do something really good with that money. And I'm just proud of her not getting stuck in the not enough. That's not enough for me to make more from it. That's how I choose to interpret that. Okay. All right. So what's my next? I just thought that was a fun little story because I saw that around. Okay, now this. Okay. Now, Gabrielle Union and Candace Owens. Look at that picture, y'all. Now, Yep. Yes, Makeda. Limiting mentality lacks vision. Yep. And we are in the visionary phase for my Psalms, Juju Mama, PLA family that's watching. You know, that lady was the to me a great example of the visionary of seeing the opportunity and optimism and being grateful and thankful for what they have. And the benefit is love. She loves herself enough to say, I'm going to take this money, and I'm going to quit this job, and I'm going to allow spirit, God, universe, whomever to lead me to more peace. But anyway, Gabrielle Union and Candace Owens. Now, last week, Candace Owens was on The Breakfast Club. To be honest with you, I did not watch it, so I saw the sound bites of it. And what I find interesting is that a lot of the things that she talks about, a lot of Black people agree with. But before I get to that, let's look at this for a minute. Gabrielle Union and Candace Owens. And it says, and Philip Anderson, thank you for sharing this. I don't know if this was her actual response or not, but it says actress Gabrielle Union was recently compared to looking like right-wing pundit Candace Owens. Gabrielle thought it was hilarious and made a response meme of her own. Gabrielle Union, Gabrielle Confederacy. That's funny, but they do look alike. So what I want you guys to ponder is this, a couple of things. Aside from their politics, they do look alike and they sound alike. They actually kind of have mannerisms alike. They enunciate their words, their tonality. It's quite eerie when you take a minute and you pause. She's amazing. Who is amazing? They look exactly. I know, right? I mean, Candace Owens, you can kind of we can see it a little bit. We can see it a little bit, but thank you, Yoni. I'm trying. But Candace, she was on point. Oh, you talking about her? Okay, so I guess we can bring that up when you join, like twins. Yeah. I just thought that was interesting. So all I'm gonna say is, if Candace Owens trying to start coming back to the cookout, and what's wrong with that? I mean, I think Candace Owens is like the bougie cousin that they family, but sometimes they say some crazy stuff. That's just my own thinking about her. Okay, I wanted to keep things light. I didn't want to get too heavy too early. Now we're going to talk about Miss Glorilla on Club Shay Shay. I mean, Club Shay Shay is the place. It's the place, right? But before I start, I'm going to reset the show because we're past the halfway mark. I'm going to reset the show real quick. So if you need to go get you something to drink, if you need to tell somebody to come watch it, because we're about to get into Glorilla's statement. We're about to get into Cowboy Carter. We're about to get into some more Diddy stuff and just whatever. I mean, basically, like anyone that knows me knows I love conversation, so we're just having conversation.
Yeah, ISO, that's it right there.
All right, we are back. I keep hearing something, so let me pull my slide up. And no, this is not alcohol. This is Fever Tree ginger beer. Fever Tree, I shouldn't even be giving them, but this is a good drink. If you have not had Fever Tea ginger beer, all of their tonics are good. They have an elderberry that is so good. I mean, when you drink it, your tongue and palate feels so clean. It has a light taste. It has just enough taste where it's just enough taste. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I went down the wrong throat, wrong pipe. But I love Fever Tree. What do you say, Makeda? Not really wanting to come to the cookout, but wanting us to look at repeating the same actions, expecting different results. Oh, okay. You love it. Okay. So are you talking about Cowboy Carter? Yes. So your fashion show, Deltra, your fashion show, the person that had the cowboy ruffles, all I kept hearing was Texas Hold'em. Y'all need to get one of them songs from Cowboy. I keep saying Country Carter, from Cowboy Carter, and put to a reel. That would let her see that. That I'm telling you, if you haven't already done it, which I think I did hear one of her songs on one of your reels, but that particular outfit with that stroll, this is Texas. We go round, 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 round. I'm just saying, girl. You know I just be saying stuff. All right. So back to my slide. For anyone that is just joining me, my name is Kendra Bell. I'm also known as Kendra Bell Sproul, and I am the second half of a beautiful coaching system called Sacred Opportunities that I own alongside my husband, where we coach men and women and couples on how to boost their joy factor, so that they can raise the level, so they can take advantage of every sacred opportunity of life. And I have a wonderful space called the Sacred Joy Garden that we are going through 30 days of peace, which is needed because we're going to be starting the month at the end of a solar eclipse, which is going to have a reverberating effect for the next, I think they said 6 months, as well as Mercury just went retrograde went in Aries on the 1st. So we have a lot of strong, listen to me, this is who I am. Who am I? Who are you? Who are you telling me? Who are you trying to tell me that I am, whether you agree or not? These are the conversations that you're having in your mind or that you're having with actual people. These are the ideologies and the thoughts that the world is reflecting to you through these stories. So as I'm covering these topics, these news items, We're going to joke about them. We're going to have fun with them. But I also want you to look at it not just from a critical eye, but from as an observer, to the observer, to see what these particular stories are and how your angle and how you perceive it is reflecting you. Naomi, hey girl, how you doing? So let's get to this. So y'all know Uncle Shannon. Well, he's not my uncle, he's my age, so I'll call him Brother Shannon. Brother Shannon and Club Shay Shay is like the place. It's like the place, you know, where it seems like the interviews are going down. A lot of people are really jealous. But here's the thing. I don't know why, because men gossip. The barbershops, men have their own WhatsApp groups, their own chat. Come on. But anyway, I digress. So one of this news story that I saw, because I have not watched the full interview. I started it, but I didn't finish it. But this headline caught my attention, and this is from the Neighborhood Talk, and it says, LOL. Glorilla says that she has a membership at Planned Parenthood. And I was like, wait a minute. Did anyone hear that yet? So, of course, when we hear that, have a membership at Planned Parenthood, we automatically think about the releasing of pregnancy. Could be. But let's listen to what she actually said. Yes, Makeda. Yes. But this is, again, a soundbite. So again, use our critical eyes and our critical mind, but also be the observer. And let's listen to the foundation of the message. Naomi says, I did not watch that interview. I knew she would say some crazy stuff. See, Glorilla is not in my rotation. I do know that she's of the younger, rap girls, whatever, that are a little more risque out there saying what they want to say. But let's see what she actually said. I got a clip and I want to pull it up because I don't like just going off of comments alone. So we're gonna watch it. Now I got that darn Texas Hold'em in my brain. But yeah, I mean, so here we go.
Basically, once you become somebody, you always got to worry about the pitfalls, or do you worry about stuff like that? Do females that are like here, like you are, do they worry about the same things like men worry that are here?
How we can get trapped? How can girls get trapped?
Okay, so that right there. How can girls get trapped? So he's talking about, to set it up, he's talking about, being successful and blowing up and having access to, I guess, men and drugs and different things and stuff, and then you getting caught, I guess, with a baby or something. And she said, she asked the question. I'm a play it again, and then we're going to deep dive. We're going to play with what she said. Can I rewind it? What's going on? Well, let's finish playing, then I'll play it again.
No how.
I got a membership with that place.
Damn.
I don't play like that.
You don't play like
I
that?
don't play like that.
Okay. Damn. I only know I gotta, hey, I gotta shake this one off. Damn. So let me ask you this. Do you get concerned about guys trying to trap you? Because guys always wonder about, especially once you become somebody, you always got to worry about the pitfalls or, hey, do you worry about stuff like that? Do females that are like here, like you are, do they worry about the same things like men worry that are here?
How we can get trapped? How can girls get trapped?
No how.
I got a membership with that place.
Damn.
I don't play like that.
You don't play like that?
I don't play like that.
Okay. Damn. I only know I gotta, hey, I gotta shake this one off. Damn. So let me ask you this.
Okay. So, first of all, I love what she said. How can a girl get trapped? How can a girl get trapped? Getting pregnant, a guy, So, of course, Planned Parenthood, and now correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't hear Planned Parenthood. Maybe they said it, but Planned Parenthood is more than just releasing pregnancy. It's also about contraceptive health, GYN, and etc. LaShawn says, yes, I get it. She is the portal. Okay, she's the portal. So how can you dictate to me? How can I get caught unless I allow it? That's accountability. And I think that because that's kind of the attitude or the energy is considered masculine by some people, that's actually a very feminine statement, to understand what your power is and how you can choose and negotiate what happens to your body and within your body. Of course, my mind went straight to, I'm going to be honest, releasing a child. It did. But then I said, that could be possible, and it's her right to do that. It's her choice to, if she wanted to release a child. But more importantly, Planned Parenthood is more than for that. They have health and OB and GYN services there. Women can go there to get checkups. They can go get contraceptives without having to pay as much to a regular doctor, or if they don't have insurance. So are we offended because our mind went immediately to the idea of her releasing the children? Or are we able to conceptualize that maybe no matter how young or how ratchet or how country or whatever these negative viewpoints we're thinking of her, can we agree that she's appearing to be clear on what choices she's going to make for herself and her body, aside from what a man going to do? Because she said very clearly, how's a girl going to get caught? Of course, there's women do get caught, but for her, she feels as though there's a certain level of accountability, right? Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to get this link together for y'all to join if y'all ready. I hope y'all jotted down the different stories. So the next one, we're going to move on up the food chain with the stories as well. Now, this dude right here, Charlemagne. First of all, I'm not going to call him the God. I get it. I get where he's coming from, but I don't think he be acting like one. That's me in judgment. I'm judging. I am definitely judging. And I don't think that he should be saying anything about allegations of this nature. So the next thing, then I'm minding my business. I'm like, okay, find this other story. And I want to ask you, do you agree? And again, I'm about to drop the link so you guys can come and we can talk about different aspects of the stories. Y'all agree? Charlemagne the God believes the internet is influencing the Diddy case. These people are buying into the conspiracy theories. Now, I will say some of the stuff is getting more and more salacious and crazy. But can we be judged to start believing some of these things? Because the court papers that were presented by Cassie in a court of law were very, they were a lot. And we can say, well, sometimes you pay people off just so they will go away, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. I get that. I understand that. But these allegations or these thoughts are not like new stories. These are not things that, oh my God, I would never think that. Oh my God, I've never heard that. It's just that someone was able to speak about it. And people are actually finally listening because the system has validated it. And so when we talk about grooming and what grooming is, we as a people are groomed. This society is all about grooming. But I'm going to play what he said. And then again, like I shared before, you guys can come on and share your thoughts. This is getting long. I can't believe I've been on here for an hour. Okay, guys.
Hey, this is Diddy.
Yes, bro, they arresting whites. They was arresting whites.
This is too much. It
is too much.
Like, unless they know something that we don't fucking know.
Thank you.
But then I also, too, I wonder how much the internet plays into this type of shit. I wonder if, these people are online and watching these YouTube videos and buying into these conspiracy theories and they're getting phone calls and anonymous tips and probably a bunch of anonymous tips because of what the internet is fueling. I wonder if that's causing people to, to react like this. Because this is crazy, bro.
What I find is interesting, and again, the industry parties and the different things that they're saying is not like shocking for people that are in the industry. And we also have to understand that Charlemagne works for Revolt. Now, even though it has been alleged, I believe that Puffy Combs sold his owning shares to Revolt, it's still, some loyalties there. And who's to say that he wasn't at one of them parties and he trying to make sure that some stuff don't come out. I'm just saying. But I have more to say on that because a lot of people have different opinions about what the grooming is and why people didn't just leave. But it's more to it than that. But his attitude is part of the reason why people didn't tell. It's part of the reason why people felt trapped. Just keep listening.
It's crazy.
This is a fucking raid. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I don't like it just because it's sad. Like, you know, how many people's legacies have we watched burn to the ground? You know, from the Russell Simmons, from, you know,
but it's
Diddy.
Good that they burn.
Again, I'm gonna get to him, but this attitude is basically because we as a society have been groomed to accept certain treatment and behavior, period. And what's crazy is that those two people know that. They know that. He experienced that. We have not forgotten about your issue with that woman in South Carolina.
Burn to the ground if they did fuck shit.
Sure, but it's you
still sad.
So it's
that
just one emotion. Like, y'all all lying to yourself if y'all say, yeah, good for them, fuck them. These guys fucking provided the soundtrack to our lives. They contributed to culture in real ways before we knew any of this shit, from the Harvey Weinsteins to who.
Why is he cussing so much? I'm trying to build my audience with too much cussing. Gosh.
However, we all were inspired by them if you were in entertainment because you wanted to build what they built.
You don't know what's walking in that door. He could bring anything in that door.
Yeah, but I mean, what the fuck is this?
That's what I'm talking about. They back him out.
This is the raid? This is Diddy raid?
Yes, bro. They arresting whites. They was arresting.
Okay. I don't want to hear this no more. Hey, Naima. Hey, how you doing, sis? So yeah, guys. So the idea of this, like, do you guys think that the internet is making us view him as more guilty or not? Are we prejudging him just based on conspiracy theories? I mean, I don't think so. I just don't. Because at the end of the day, we are groomed in a certain way to accept that people in a seat of power, for even someone that has access to power or resources, can manipulate you or marginalize you in the effort of you acquiring what you feel you desire or that you want. We have accepted this culture. We also have understood that the underworld and music all work together, period. We've seen that not just with Black artists, but Las Vegas was built by the mafia. So it's not a conspiracy theory. The mafia built Las Vegas. So who's to say that there might be underground connections to music industry? And it's not just with bad boys. And if he was able to have access to certain things and certain protections for a long time, if these things are true, even if part of it is true, there's a certain element of protection that gives the arrogance that he has shown, that lets you know that it's not just him doing these heinous things. Makeda says, I think they are distracting us while they are doing other tomfoolery. That's a great point. Yes, solar eclipse is coming. Election time, it will be here before we know it. But I think all of these things converge and are all connected. But I don't know. All right, I'm about to open up. I think I got one more slide. And then I'm going to open up the conversation. Which goes to what I was talking about earlier about all this stuff. If he's lying or it's a conspiracy theory, and this is from TMZ, and this is something else that I think I shared the other day, is that now this is the Shade Room, and they got this from TMZ. And what we also have to be mindful of is that the quote unquote traditional news or the real news began the way the blog posts, the TMZs, the shade rooms, and all of those things began. It began by men on the street or the average Jane or Joe that were talking about what was happening in their communities or in their area. Naomi says, the internet is all theory. I don't really know who is guilty. I try not to repost that stuff because what about the potential victims? Exactly. So are we re-traumatizing people that have already spoken out or people that are yet trying to find the confidence to speak out, to share, because what we also have to accept is that this is a culture, and I'm going to add to it. Naomi says, exactly. His hierarchy made sure Diddy got exposed because it's his turn. Just my point of view. That's fine. We are just having conversation. So that's fine. But you said, yeah. But that's the whole point. So when are we going to keep letting them cut off the heads? Because in Caucasian world, DT, the orange guy, the orange one, he was fined, I think, $450 million, and he had $175 million bail, which is extreme and extravagant. I'm not saying that I am a fan of his, but we should understand when the government or a certain system or organization is messing with somebody, because they do it with us. They just get rewarded. The Makeda said, Jaguar Wright has been saying this. They deemed her crazy. So why are they co-signing now? Exactly. Yeah. I mean, because we didn't want to believe that somebody would be that heinous, that, do those things. But I mean, I don't know. It's looking crazy to me. It's looking real to me. I'm just saying. So they say that Cassie is reportedly cooperating with the Fed in investigation against Diddy. So cooperating means that they did not have to arrest her. A lot of people are getting on this whole, she's taking them down. She's probably still scared for her life, quite possibly. I don't know. So when we read these headlines, we got to look at the basic facts of it. Is that Cassie is reportedly, not bona fide fact, but is reportedly cooperating with the feds in an investigation against Diddy. Now, when I read that, that to me is saying that someone that is sharing this is pretty sure that she is cooperating based on her settlement, because he settled based on different things that she shared in her court papers, which also coincide with the man, Little Rod, and his paperwork as well. So she may be cooperating because she doesn't have a choice. But the question is, why hasn't he been brought up on charges? What are they waiting? Everyone's like, what are they waiting on? What are they waiting on? Epstein, took a while. Now, let's talk about Miss Beyonce real quick. And then I promise you we're going to open up the lines. So I listened to some songs from Cowboy Carter. I like some of them. I did not like all of them. I'm not going to say, I love the whole album from track 1 to the very end. But I appreciated a lot of the songs because I love the way that she mixed up the different elements of quote unquote country western with hip hop, with R&B, with swing. It's very Aquarius energy. It's very age of Aquarius. It's very much bucking the system of I'm going to show you. It's almost like, how can I say this? It's almost like when we think about the roots of country music, and we know that country music has its roots African Americans. We know this. It's kind of like when the current country western artists learned how to make potato salad. Like they saw somebody making potato salad and it tastes really good to them. And they said, I can make it. And they made it. It's good, but it's not quite got the same flavor as the original potato salad. Then the original makers of the potato salad, they always made their signature potato salad, but they went on to different types of salads. They started making collard greens. They started making I don't know, cheesesteak egg rolls. We're always doing something a little different. We're always doing a little extra sausage-faire. So to me, this Cowboy Carter album is her saying, that's my potato salad recipe that you done changed up, but I'm going to make my potato salad in the way that it was originally made. I'm going to give homage to the way the potato salad was made, but I'm going to add some new elements to it, so it has a whole different flavor, so you know what the essence of the foundation was with country music. That's how I see it. I like the fact that she's taking her influence and doing artistic activism, as I like to call it, meaning that she may not be marching with people. She may not be outwardly making statements that everyone is pleased with. She may have permed hair. She may have a weave. Oh my God, her skin's so light. This music is her way of showing the beauty and the tapestry of Black art, and giving shine to people that we didn't know about, or people that we have forgotten about? Let's watch this really quick.
When she does something, Victor, there's always, though, a deeper meaning, sort of a personal journey and broader themes to society. What broader cultural or social commentary is she trying to say with Cowboy Carter?
Well, in addition to the genre, she also addresses the question of race in music. There's a track, Spaghetti, that starts with Linda Martell saying that genres are a funny little concept. Now, if you never heard the name Linda Martell, she was the first Black female country singer to have real commercial and chart success. First to sing at the Grand Ole Opry, first to perform on that old show Hee Haw. And she was pilloried from moving from gospel and R&B into country, and she was on Plantation Records, if you can imagine, in the 1960s, a Black woman singing on that label. There's a track also on this album called Blackbird, which is...
Now, I've never heard of this one before. So, but she was at Plantation Records. Plantation Records. I mean, damn, Plantation Records. I can't and I won't. But it was the 60s. What was she supposed to do? Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry.
A play on and in using the original lyrics of the Beatles' Blackbird. And Paul McCartney, back in the 60s, he said that he wrote this thinking not about a black bird, but a Black woman in the civil rights era. Well, in this version, Beyonce sings it with 3 other Black women in country. Listen to a portion of Blackbird here. She says that it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album, but I am here for the country.
I guess she told you. It's a Beyonce album. You cannot box me. You just can't enjoy her. All right, I'm about to bring you up. She's missing something. Okay, to say she added raisins to. No, she did not add no raisins to the potato salad. Stop it. Period. I can't stand you. All right. Do not laugh at her, y'all. Do not laugh at her. Okay. All right. I'm going to close out with you guys. I'm going to drop the link. Let me see. I'm going to drop it in the comments. I prefer that you have your camera on because I want to see your beautiful face. But, if not, it's all good. You can do that. I think did it show up on Facebook? I'll inbox my people that I know said they were going to join. And if y'all haven't shared it, now's a good time to share so your friends can see you. Let's have a ball. So I know LaShawn, she and I had talked about a couple of things. She is one of my sisters. Like I told people, I have some of the dopest friends. These women are brilliant thinkers. They are. If you don't have friends that think outside of the box, you're going to be boxed in forever. If you have friends that allow you to fly as high as you need to go, that's what you need. And I have some awesome friends. I'm so thankful for them. I am so thankful for them. I'm so thankful for them. And guys, I put the link in the comments. If you can't, I'm going to inbox the people that I know probably want to speak. If you want to jump on, I would love to hear from you. Come on, so we can close out strong. Okay. So a recap of the different subjects that we talked about. Let me see. Where are we? There is nobody. Okay, so you're going to listen tonight. Okay. Well, I sent my links off to my other peoples. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. And if you guys cannot join me, then I will close it out. But the guys tomorrow, first of all, make sure that you are following me. If you are seeing this on Facebook, follow me on Facebook. I am Kendra Bell, also on Instagram. I am Kendra Bell, aka Joy Factor Mama Kendra on TikTok. I am Kendra Bell on every platform. Oh, do you like my cornrows? Yes. Now, one of my favorite Beyonce songs is Spaghetti, which is it's like a montage of different sounds and stuff like that. But tomorrow, Lloyd Strayhorn will be joining me here tomorrow. So again, if you follow me, Kendra, Kendda, Kenda, last name Bell, Bell. You can Google that, and all of my social media will come up. And if you want to join my community call on Sunday, I'm opening up this month for 30 days of peace in the Sacred Joy Garden. If you would like to join my call that I'm going to be doing this Sunday, where we're going to go over different aspects of peace and a little bit about this energy that we're flowing in, inbox me or shoot me an email or comment on this thread, and I will send you information on how to join. Hey, LaShawn. Hello. Uh-oh. Are you frozen? I can hear you typing.
Okay.
But I don't
I think
you
I was on Facebook and
there you go. There you go. There you go. So I covered a lot of ground, right? I covered a lot of ground. But oh shucks, here comes Deltra. All right, we about to have a party. So Makeda,
I love talking.
Queens is in the house. St. Louis in the house. Brooklyn is on the train. But Brooklyn, all right, we got to catch you next time. So now I talked about Google Incognito. I mean, I think we pretty much are cool. We're cool with that. We know they was always looking. We talked about the lady with that won the scratch off. And like I shared my thoughts on it, that maybe, that was her way of saying, boom, I'm about to take my dream seriously. I'm about to put my all into it. But what did you think of her choice? LaShawn, I'll start with you if you wanted to touch on that.
Yeah, I thought that was I'm sorry, I had so much going. I had you on YouTube, Facebook,
Oh,
my
thank
phone.
you.
I'm like all confused. But I thought it was very interesting.
Mhm.
And yes, I agree with you that the timing, when we are unconscious, Rakim used to say it all the time, you still feel it. Even
Mhm.
unconscious, you are affected. So the fact that this came during this time of the
Yes.
shows that she had already planted the seed. So even if she is not prepared, so to speak, and let's say she winds up going back, the point is that she knows, that she believes, and she has optimism that she can make this work. And she sees her blessing. And she's not
Mhm.
attached to the security that this society has quashed our own desire to go out and do what it is that we want to do, trusting the God within us to guide us and to provide all that we need. So I give her big props, but hell yeah, I would have left.
I have left
Yeah.
with less.
Yeah, we can't curse no more. Starting in May. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Now, Miss Perryman, now I know this is all up and through your alley. When I saw that, I thought of you. I was like, oh, I gotta preach this sermon. But go ahead.
Hi everybody. I'm sorry. I love you, Kenda. So I had to come on here, but
Look, I know she just put on a masterful fashion show in Nashville, Texas, Crochet Fashion Week. So I know she
Tennessee.
is tired. I mean, I'm sorry, Tennessee,
You
and
put
I
me in
know.
Texas?
Did I say Texas?
Mhm.
Did I say Texas?
You got something going on in Texas, girl.
Oh no.
Shout out about a thunder. What is it? I'm speaking the word. Texas, here we come. So she's had, so this is one of, like I said, I have some brilliant friends. I have brilliant sister friends, and she's brilliant. She's tired. She's created off of her fumes of faith. She's created a phenomenal fashion movement. And she began in New York. She came through Atlanta. I mean, she been in Atlanta to New York to Nashville on knowing her worth, not just in currency, right? But in the idea of making currency, like, what will I do with this seed? But go on, Dolce. I just gave you your intro. Go ahead, Mama.
Thank you so much. So I saw the headlines. I did not read into it earlier, but when I saw it and I said, okay, people are gonna think she's crazy. They're gonna look at her and say, you quit your job for $90,000. That ain't no money. But the seed is the seed.
Come on now.
The seed, it doesn't matter. We all start with the same. If somebody gave each of us 5 seeds, it's what we do with the seeds that's going to matter at the end of the day. So as long as she take those seeds and put them in the ground and water them and believe whatever she's going to do, I don't know, but I'm going to speak positivity over her.
Exactly.
And I'm going to put that out in the atmosphere for her, that she's going to be able to, maybe she's tired. Maybe she was like, God, I need a break. And this was her answer. We don't know. She would have been praying for something to happen. Because, honey, I know if I won, even if I won $10,000 on a scratch off, I might have quit. See,
I
it
quit
depends on
with
your faith.
less.
It depends on your faith and your belief. And maybe, like I
Yes.
said, maybe she was just tired, needed a break, and this was her sign. Take off from that job. People dropping dead on these jobs. Because they're
Yes.
going to work every day. They're tired, they're worn out, and they don't know how to use the things that are out here for us to use. Because honestly, I've learned so much in the last 3 years of how to manifest, how to live beyond, what's in front of me. And it's not readily available information. It comes to you when you're ready to receive it. And that's a big statement because it's out there,
Mhm.
but you won't know, you won't hear it, and you won't understand it if you're not ready for it. And so maybe she just was like, you know what? If I ever win the lottery, I'm quitting my job. You know how many times we say that? I don't think she thought about the number. I just think she thought, I won the lottery, I'm quitting. So I pray that, we see her doing great things.
Me too. Me too. I just wrote a note, and Delta, I got that magic sauce. I'm gonna see if I can find her. I would like to interview her.
Girl, interview her, girl.
And I would like to ask her, and even if she hasn't thought about it, I want to speak that power back to her. But I got a feeling that she already got a plan. I just feel it. Next thing that we know, she gonna have like a food truck.
And you know what, to be honest, ladies, it's nobody's business what she do with her money.
Hello.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I said, even if she loses it, that was for her.
That's her business. Because if I ever win the lottery, you ain't gonna know. Unless I want to.
Exactly. Shoot, you can't hit for 90K and tell certain family members. I'm surprised she let her face be seen.
I know. They think she hit like the $1 million one. Like,
yes,
hitting in that way. We don't know how God gonna multiply that for her.
Exactly. Like I said, with this, the energy with this eclipse season, with the lunar eclipse, the lunar one that just happened 2 Sundays ago. That meditation was a powerhouse, and I'm going to do another one this coming Sunday. So y'all get ready. As TDJ say, get ready.
Wait a minute, you mean the one with the little girl?
I'm going to switch it up a little bit, but
you talking about
the previous one? Yes.
Yeah, girl. Let me tell you something. Can I testify for just a half a second?
Sure.
Everything I did, Kendra, up until I left to go to Nashville, was what I had to do to get through Nashville. Trust me when I tell you. It was the hardest but most rewarding thing I've ever done. And if I hadn't have done the things I did before, I would not have been able to withstand it. And it is all about the preparation. It's all about the preparation, because the prize to me is in the prep. It's not in the actual show. The show goes like this. It's like you prepare 6 months, and then in 2 hours, everything is over. So you got to be able to find the joy in the journey on the way to the thing, because if you don't, you're going to be done. Because it's over. You left like, well, what am I going to do now? So I'm just so grateful, and I have experienced real miracles. Like I can't even put them into words yet. I can't wait for you to call me. But
I know I've been giving you a couple of days, but as you see, I've been busy. But I'm going.
I'm proud of y'all. Be like a proud sister friend on here crying for you after I see you like numbers blowing up. I'm so proud of you. You look so amazing. I'm sorry. I washed my hair today. I forgot to blow dry it. I was so tired. I have a lot of hair like LaShawn right now. Standing on my head. But mine don't look like that. It looks crazy. So that's why I didn't get on the camera. But I promise the next time I'm going to get on this camera, girl.
Yes, we want to see your beautiful face. And she's one of a manifestation warrior. I love her so much. And guys, you gotta have a circle of friends there that are not afraid of you to be you, because they are being themselves. And sometimes it gets scary to do that from time to time, but you got to have that tribe that says, girl, I got you. Go ahead and do it.
Go ahead.
You got to have that.
What are you doing, girl? Don't you know who you are, sis? Like Kendra and I have to constantly remind each other of who we are, because we do so much, and we don't take time to reflect. We don't take time to check in with ourselves. We just keep going down the line. And one day something happens and you're like, oh my God, I did all of that. Because you hit a wall, you're like, can I get through it? And somebody said, yeah, didn't you do this 2 years ago? Didn't you do this last year? So it's like you just gotta sometimes have your reflection, right? Your friend should be a reflection of you in some way, a part of you. Something
Yeah,
you could be
they
able-
always are, the good and the bad.
Yes.
The good and the
Yeah.
bad. We all
Reflections.
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying reflections. Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
that's
definitely.
right. Yeah, okay. The next one, Gabrielle Union and Candace Owens. Okay, after I saw it, I could not unsee. I said, God darn it, somebody needs to ask their mama a question or their daddy a question. What's going on? Because they do look alike, but what I was even thinking about is their mannerisms and how they talk is even similar. What do y'all think about that?
I didn't know about this segment, this story until you shared it, which is what I love about you, bringing the media, just all of the different angles of looking at it. But it's interesting that whoever did the meme and created union and confederacy, that's what I zeroed in on. I'm like, what does that have to do with how they look? If she did that. But when you think about the difference in the parties, to me, Gabrielle may be considered more conservative or Confederate, so to speak, since we associate conservative on the other side. She may be considered more over there than the Union. So I just thought it was that was very interesting. But they do look alike.
Yeah,
they most definitely favor. Like you said, their speaking, the way they articulate. Their ideas may be somewhat different, of course, but I think they could both be I think they're the same.
A lot of people were saying that they're the same energy for their particular agenda.
Yeah.
You know, they're very non-apologetic.
Yeah.
They're seen as quote unquote mean girls. Somewhat, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you kind of can see it. But what I find interesting is her policies align with a lot of Black people. And I'm not saying that her policies are right, but people said, people are starting to ask after she was on the Breakfast Club, all right, so should we start letting her come back to the Cookout? I'd say she's like the bougie cousin that's family, but you think she's a little crazy. What's up, Makeda? What's up, Shy? Thank you for joining us. She's working hard.
Hey, I'm headed home. I'll be home in 20 minutes.
Okay, so you said that you love her, right? You love Candace.
I love Candace Owens.
Oh Lord, why?
She is a breath of fresh air. You know that she's just like ebb and flow. She is just like the wake up call that we needed because we got so stuck. I really think even though she is a millennial, she really speaks for. She's like a very enlightened Gen X. She's really just begging us to grow up. All right, you've been doing this so long, expecting, okay, you say you're Democrat, but why are you saying that? She's asking the right questions. Why are you a Democrat? Or why are you aligning with this? Not saying it's wrong, but she said, why are you aligning to any one of them? Are they giving you what you need? Like each party that you're aligning to, are they really meeting the need? Why are we hiring these people and they're not meeting what we need? And when she went, and we have all these triggers, and she talked about why she promoted Donald Trump. She said, I don't agree with everything that he said, but look what this country does. The moment you say, I don't agree with that, they start telling you that you're anti-Semitic and all of these things because they don't want to hear your voice, and it doesn't even make sense. And we don't even, and this is the key thing she said, they are very knowledgeable in understanding that we are not going to go and check the receipt and see if what exactly was said. So they know that you can go and say anything and it will join the bandwagon. Oh, she said or they said, and This is something we've been practicing for long. That's why gossip is so prominent now, and it's a moneymaker because we don't sit down and check the facts, and it's
We
so
are,
distracting.
yeah, we are a very emotional people because
Right.
we have a lot of pain that we've been made to push down. So while I do see the truth in her statement, that's
Hmm.
again the judgment versus observation. What is the foundation of this? And the foundation of it, this instance is the truth. See how I got all of y'all here. This is my dream team right here. To let y'all know. So anyway,
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
all I need is Hawa, and we'll
We
we
are.
have we have a perfect five. I'm waiting for you, girl. But we have to really look at the idea that we need to consider changing parties, or maybe, oh my God, create our own.
That's the
It's
challenge. Like,
I
are
mean,
we feeling brave enough to go for it? Like, just
it
say, I don't want to pick a party, but I like LaShawn right there. So I like what she's saying. So maybe I should go with LaShawn because she seems like she's going to really pioneer for the things that I need in this time and this dispensation. Because I've tried this one, I tried that one. And one of the things she said, come on, really think about it. It's not that the president so much, let's not focus on good president, bad president. He's not competent. He can't even sit down, have a bowl of cereal at breakfast.
who
That is
said that though?
embarrassing.
But see, that's where again, see, that's where again, perspective and is it true? That's that internet and the orange guy is not too far behind. I heard he wears diapers. So I mean, hey, and he's on upper the mountain.
Now, what they got to
But a
do
lot
with
of
this thinking, though?
Exactly.
That's
I
just
mean,
a biological issue. I think what they trying to say now, I'm kind of quiet on this because I don't really get into politics. Like, I think the Candace Owens story
right,
kind of reminds me of Amanda Seals, which I'm sure
uh
you're going to pick up too.
yeah,
How we
Miss
seem to
similar, very
crucify
similar. Yeah,
those who think for themselves out the box, who have the
mm,
nerves to be a woman and to speak it. Doesn't mean you have to agree with her, but the way we get so
right,
nasty with it and take it personal. But I
right.
understand because it's how you are viewing yourself within that story. It's the attachment to the personality, to the identity, to the party, to the way
right.
mom and them used to do it.
Yes,
That's what's
that's
screwing us
Yeah,
up.
grooming. Listen, we are a groomed nation. We are a groomed world. That's why when people keep talking about this grooming stuff, what is exactly is grooming and how can a grown man make another grown man do something? Because there's a certain system that is set up where you have to follow certain rules, do certain things to get things done. We have just accepted that that things function this way. We have accepted, we have been groomed that Black people vote Democrat and other people vote Republican. And if you're really weird and strange, you're just an independent. We've been that's grooming, where when you start trying to break that pattern or what that programming, then you're considered a sellout or a cornball. She made a statement I found where someone asked her, she was asked why she married a white man, and she
hmm.
said that
Why not?
she well, her reasoning was she wanted to marry someone of her same intellectual level. And I said, well, dang. So you don't think there are intelligent Black men, but she probably has been socialized where she don't even know where to find them if she could. She probably doesn't even know
She said
how
she
to
did. She
how
said
to
she did date them, and she hadn't found anybody. She said that was one of the premise, but she She said what she didn't say, and she didn't think she had to. She was attracted to him too. So she said, but she wanted somebody that could hear her thoughts. And she really said the energy was ebb and flow. So she really kind of kept her relationship personal, but you could tell it was an energetic thing according to what she was saying out of her mouth.
Right.
I mean, my thing is, some people be like, you're selling out your own, but when you really do start doing that DNA test, are we really gonna start with her?
But here's the thing. We could take what she said as she wanted. They asked her, well, why did you marry a white man? Well, I wanted someone on my intellectual level. So are we presuming that she's saying that black men are not intelligent because that's what we think in comparison to a Caucasian man?
Some would. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it that way. Some would think like that.
So again, it's the grooming. Anytime
Right.
someone chooses another, like she maybe didn't want to say because he is white or because he's handsome or because he makes me feel giddy. That's one of the reasons why I married my husband, because I wanted someone on my intellectual and spiritual level that was willing to grow with me and listen to my mind. And I said, well, I mean, that's my preference at the root level, at the foundation. That's my preference. So
right.
do I think she's a big fan of Black culture? No, but I do think that she has a certain segment of her experience as a Black woman that we can't take away. Everybody Black does not come from the hood, did not have government cheese. We are at a stage where Black people in this country have a myriad of experiences and backgrounds where we got to stop making struggle or lack an identifier of being Black enough. That's my thinking about it.
Yeah, totally agree.
I agree 100%.
I think also to piggy.
Can you hear me?
Oh, no,
I'm sorry because I'm traveling. I'm muted.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dr. But you sound kind of low. If you could speak up a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. That's why I was.
That's a little better.
That's better. But I was just saying that I agree with you because I think it's a class thing as well with that. So let me just say I don't really follow either one of those young ladies. I'm not a fan of either one of them. So that's why I was very quiet too. I'm kind of like LaShawn. I don't like to get into the politics. I'm not really into the politics, even though I kind of am always some way attached to it. It's a kind of weird thing for me. But I've never really identified with societal norms. So I don't really identify as this or that or the other. I kind of been like this for a very long time. I just consider myself an individual. So I just go with what makes me feel good. That's how I am now. And as I get older, I'm okay with it. Before I used to feel kind of weird. But I think the problem with Candace is that she's trying so hard not to be something that she is being something, because what I understand through my teachings and the things that I've been learning lately is the thing that you focus on the most is what grows in your life the most. So if you're trying so hard and focusing so hard on not being considered too Black, guess what? It's going to happen because you're focusing on that instead of focusing on just being yourself. And I think trying so hard to be different and to be classified something else, it's not working. I do like Amanda Seales because I don't feel the same energy from her. I feel like she really is trying to get answers and she's trying, but she doesn't do it in a mean girl way. I feel mean girl from Gabrielle. I feel mean girl from Candace. That's just me.
They was in the same pod, girl. Okay, I said it. I got it. I got it out my spirit.
I feel the mean girl energy from them, and so I can't hear.
Ooh, I hear. Wait a minute. I hear some type of static or something going on. What's going on?
Is it me?
Okay. No, I think it was Deltra. Deltra, come off
It's
of
not.
mute.
It's not me. I have
Okay.
nothing in my room. Yeah, I'm kind of like
Okay.
in the
All
room.
right. That's okay. Go ahead. Talk again.
Oh no, I was done pretty much. I think
Okay.
my
Okay.
to say.
Okay.
Can I say? Can you hear me? Because because I'm traveling. It might be my background.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was.
Can you
Yeah.
still hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a little bit. But go ahead. Finish. Just share.
One of the things, like, for me, I'm not very triggered by the race thing. I think because my experience is different, I really haven't had that trigger. So it's just like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't exist. It's just not a part of my. It's not a real trigger for me because it hasn't been my experience. But one of the things I do like is she challenges, and I respect this about her. She challenges the practices in the country, like the vaccination practices. Okay, well, it's the jab. She's, I mean, not one, but every single one since the beginning of time. Poison effect. Is it? What are we doing? Are we doing this with our children? Are we not? Has it been beneficial? Just I've always liked that. Just the question of it gives the opportunity for thought. And I don't believe, this is my own personal belief, there's no real learning unless you question what you're actually standing on and visit it with that hypothesis. Is this? What is my view on this? So I can, so when I hear like certain things that she says, the things that are important to me, it seems like overall, how are we co how are we cohabitating in community living? So one may say, okay, I agree with this and we should do that. And one may say, I don't agree with that one, but how we living even in that space. So that's the visitation of, are we still having that conversation? You're wrong, I'm right. Vote yes, vote no. If we vote, this one gets. If we vote for this one, that one doesn't get. What's the common ground where everyone can get? And that's the thing that she is visiting. Are we looking at these things?
Yeah.
So that's why I like her for that. And the other stuff is just
Wait a
like,
minute.
I
Hold
don't
on
care.
one second. Yeah. But you have a lot of points and stuff, and yes, that's true. And Killer Mike agrees with a lot of things that she has said, and we could talk about him and Amanda Seals. I'm going to ask Lloyd Strayhorn about Amanda Seals' numbers tomorrow. Somebody remind me, because I would love to see what he says about her numbers. I'm writing it down. Amanda Seals numbers. Now, before we go, let's talk about Cowboy Carter. Why is it artistic activism or expert marketing? Now, Makeda, you wait. Okay. Now, like I said, I did not listen to the whole album, but the songs that I did listen to, I really liked some of them, and other ones I distinctively did not like, and other ones I was like, okay, they were cool, but I just don't understand the seemingly hate towards her or the dislike of the project. I think that she is doing artistic activism. I believe that she's using her privilege that she has created or bought or whatever you want to deem it as to create pathways for other people and to showcase certain things. And if she's making money from it, we're in America, that's capitalism. But I don't think that she's doing anything wrong. I love the fact that I'm learning about country singers of old that I never heard of. I love the fact that there's country artists that are putting out music that I never heard of currently. I don't think that I'm going to convert the country music, though. I'm just being honest. But it will make me be also an artistic activist by going and listening to some of these artists and me playing her music, because I like the statement of this is my country too. I can represent this genre in the way that I see fit because it comes from my source. Whether she light skin, Creole, she bleached her skin, she got a whole bunch of long blonde hair. So what? The bottom line of the information is she told us in Lemonade, get information. And she has not changed off course since. And I love the way that she's using her privilege and platform to help others. LaShawn, what do you think about it?
Well, I listened, and when she released the singles, they didn't grab me. When I first heard the album, some of the songs I liked, but I gave it another listen along with TikTok. I love TikTok.
Me too,
because they break it down. So I have a complete breakdown of American Requiem. And
yes, tell it.
Answer, about saying that it's a mass. We're at the funeral of the way that America lives, the concept of being American, and the way that they have divided us. She started off saying, we at a funeral. Okay.
Come on, church.
I think that what she does, I think it's both, Kendra, to answer your question. I think it is marketing. I think it is the activism because it's done intentionally. What I love about this type of power is that it all plays out with all of us. It's just that she's on a larger scale. Us in the coaching business, we do the same darn thing. Hello. We're using marketing with some of us with spiritual concepts, which ideas, which we truly believe, but we want to thrive and make some money too. We want the law of reciprocity.
Yes,
so it's just so interesting how when we look at others on a bigger scale, we can't see that it plays out for all of us. It just plays out at different levels. So yes, I wasn't a Beyonce fan and Destiny's Child per se. I liked, what was on the radio. But Lemonade, I went over to the other side. I have definitely felt her activism. I have seen the responses with all of those who have participated, including Dolly Parton. Her numbers have, just exploded. So what I like, is that it's not her personally. To me, we missed the message.
Go. Look at the avatar, but not just look at. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
saying we missed the message for the messenger, and that bites us in our butt a lot of times as a people, because what she represents to me is the possibility of what. First of all, she knew that she was going to face all of this, but she still did it. How many times have we fell back into our comfort zone? What was comfortable for us? So she inspires me in that way. Now, I just did a post where the Asian people they were like in tears. And I was like, I will never cry in regards, because we're gods, we're peers, but I will most definitely honor you and bow to your talent and your gift. And I see that in her. It's on a grand scale, and we're gonna miss it if we look at what she do with her hair, what she say with this. I don't care. That's her ish. That's the stuff her. I just know what she is activating in me, and what I see is possibilities. So I'm gonna leave it with that. But I love Blackbird. I have some I don't like, but I for the most part, I dig the album. I dig.
Yeah, I listened to it when we were riding back from North Carolina, so I was kind of a little tired. I was listening, and I liked some of the songs, but I liked the other songs. But today I re-listened to it to get ready for tonight, and once I started doing the research with it, instead of just being a typical consumer, like, oh, this ain't like no lemonade. I thought, what is this? What is this? I can't shake my booty to this. What is this? I can't. But spaghetti, you can though. But that's my favorite song. I'm a little
Tyrant, Sweet Honey Bucking.
I mean,
I didn't know what bucking was. My daughter was like, "Mama, bucking is what they do in the majorettes when they out there." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So something on the horse. I'm thinking it's still like on the horse or on the bull too. But maybe that's where we got it from the stands.
Hello. She's giving cultural context for a lot of the artistic things that have been either stolen or hidden or reclaimed or categorized. I love the genre statement. That was powerful. I love that genre statement because that's, again, we are moving into the age of Aquarius. If you don't start breaking your own boxes, they're going to collapse on top of you. If you don't break out of your own boxes, they are going to collapse over top of you. And this is a message that I'm hearing to myself, and I'm sharing it with others. So I appreciate your point of view. Deltra, what do you think about Cowboy Carter?
Okay, so I'm not a big country music fan. However, I know I know about the other country music artists because I have friends that listen to country music. I have friends that are from Africa that listen to only country music.
Africans listen to country? Wait a minute, hold up.
What? I knew that there were other Black country music artists for years that were not getting any type of notoriety at all. But I also knew that country music was a big money maker. They make they're like the baseball of music, because baseball players make a whole lot more money than the other sports, but they don't talk about that. So country music is like that. They make like ridiculous money. And the Black people, that's why they weren't complaining. They were making plenty. They were making money. They might not have been making the same as their white counterparts or whatever, but they were still making more money than they would have in the R&B or pop chart, right? So country music is like a giant within itself. It has its own kind of, Oh, I think you lost her.
Okay, I'm awake. She's on a train, so she might lose signal. But go ahead.
But since I don't listen to country music, so I would to Beyonce's either. It's not any, and I like some of the stuff, some of the songs I like because I like her voice, but I can't tell you that I listened to her album. And I just came from Nashville, so I should have been blowing up the
I'm telling you, that crochet outfit with that vest with the crochet, that Western outfit, you better get one of them Cowboy Carter songs and go viral.
I think it went semi, but it's gonna go when the official pictures come out, because it is amazing. It is amazing. Right. But yeah, I think that anything Beyonce does is going to be successful because she just has the sauce. So she can sing opera. Who knows?
She did on the album.
She does sing opera.
She combined country.
On this album, yeah.
On this album, she combined country with Italian opera and singing in Italian.
See, I didn't even know that. I just know
you got to give it a listen without thinking. When the guy said that it is Beyonce genre, he's right.
Yeah.
She's combined a lot of the elements of music that we have made great. and
But I
mashed it
also
together.
feel like it's a statement because she is a Virgo.
I almost got beat up on my post that I shared about her acting like a Pisces and she was a Virgo. I almost got beat up, but go ahead. I know she's a Virgo.
She had that thing where if you don't give it to me, I'll get it myself. That's the Virgo thing, right? So they didn't give her an award for the best album for the music award. So she went over. She said, "I'll make sure I get one. I'll get one." And she's going to get it from the country music. They're going to give her an award for the best album.
They're going to have to.
She couldn't get it. She couldn't get it from the other people, so she went and got it from somewhere else. That's a Beyonce move. So I already knew.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. I just knew that's what she was doing.
I was just going to say, and the idea is like it was a statement that I think Jay-Z made at the Grammys, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was basically saying that you can do the numbers, you can submit everything, like basically follow your systematic rules, and you still don't honor it. You can sell out arenas, you can have as many rotations, but you still won't give this quote unquote coveted like award. And people can argue and say, oh, well, why does she worry about getting some validation from the white people? Because I've given you guys millions and billions of dollars, God damn it. So I need one of your trinkets too. I've helped to build your coffers, and I like, to me, is artistic activism. All right, Makeda, we're about to close out. You can have the last word on Cowboy Carter.
Turn this down for a second because I'm getting in the car. I'm sorry, get in the car. I just want to say, you already know how I feel about, I'm not a fan, but I like her business sense. And because you said about, Pisces is a polar opposite for Virgo, so you're still right. You were still right. I mean, I like her business sense, and my thing is get it how you can. One thing I gotta give it to her, she knows how to get their attention and make business. And I'm not mad at her. I like her business sense. That's where it ends for me. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Well, ladies,
I mean, but that's fine. I don't think we have to like her. So I don't like.
That's the whole point. Be the observer of the magic.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I mean, I was mad when she made Over Before I Let Go. I still don't like it. I want that to stay Frankie Beverly and Maze. That's their song. Why do you have to make it over? Like, leave the classics alone. So there's a lot of things that Beyonce has done that I didn't like. But I still like, now this last album, for some reason, I really loved it because it's like it was different for me. It was a different sound. She sounded more mature. But that's just how I was listening to it. But I don't have to like her music. I don't have to listen to all her songs. But I do respect her business acumen, and I think that she's a very talented artist. And I hope that she gets all the awards that she deserves because she works hard. She works hard. Taylor Swift, I don't know what's Taylor Swift doing, but it's not making sense that she's getting all of these accolades. I don't even hear any of her music anywhere.
But that's the whole point of why she's doing what she's doing, because she has so many elements that you're going to have to play her on every station. It's like Brilliant almost. She has certain songs that are very poppy. She has certain songs that's country western. She has certain songs that are like a mashup. She got a hip hop song. That Spaghetti is my favorite song. I'm so hood at the heart of my. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster fairy because I love.
I just want to say this before you finish.
Yes.
What I am happy about is that she finally gave other people a chance. That she finally opened the door for other people to get their shine. And I'm really happy about that because for years that was something that I just didn't understand about her. But to see all of these artists that she collaborated with, because she needed to, it was a strategic move no matter what. But at least at the end of the day, they got their shine and they were able to move their careers further along now. And some of them don't like it, and some of them are capitalizing upon it. So I say get it where you can get it.
We are in the visionary phase for tuna major expansion. Opportunities have take the leaps. Make sure your wings are strong. So I appreciate all you ladies for joining me tonight. We've been here for 2 hours, 2 amazing hours and 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Well, 11:16 now. I love you guys. This has been a great conversation. Before I go, everyone, very quickly, just let people know where they can follow you at. LaShawn, you go first.
At Cycle Breaker Mama on IG, TikTok, and Facebook.
Okay. Deltra, where can people find you? I can't hear you. Okay, I don't know. All right. Makeda, where can people find you really quickly?
You can find me at Makeda's Dominion on anywhere. Everything is Makeda's Dominion.
Okay. All right. And Deltra Perryman, I don't know. I tried to unmute you. Maybe you're in a space where you can't speak, but Deltra Perryman.
Oh my God, I said it all. I was sitting. I'm sorry.
I tried to unmute you and it said I could not.
I'm sorry.
It's
Deltra Perryman on Instagram. It's Perryman Deltra on Facebook. I don't know why, but it's still, you can still find me as Deltra Perryman. And my business is Crochet Fashion Week on IG.
All right. Okay, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining me tonight. This was a great conversation. And tomorrow, I'm having Lloyd Strayhorn. He's going to come on. He's going to be talking about our numbers for the next quarter from March, April, May, June, and as well as the solar eclipse. And I'm going to ask him about Amanda Seales and, of course, the controversy with Diddy. We didn't get to it today, but I think we're done with it anyway. We've seen enough of it to last us for a while. But and we're going to discuss those things. So I appreciate you all for just having conversation with me. And I'm Kendra Bell, and make sure you follow me. I'm Kendra Bell on all social media, also known as the Joy Factor Mama. Follow and subscribe.
Yeah, ISO, that's it right there.